Welcome back. In previous session, we understand this organization structure. While understanding organization structure, we need to understand purchasing organization as well. Purchasing department. In general, we call this as purchasing department. They are responsible for price negotiations, payment terms, and creating the contract, scheduling agreement. Coming to SAP, we call this purchasing department as purchasing organization. So purchasing organization is nothing but purchasing department. They are responsible for dealing with the vendors and all procurement related activities like negotiating the price with the vendor and payment terms, how to make the payments, what is the credit period, is it 30 days or 60 days, 45 days, and creating the long term contracts and scheduling agreements. Scheduling agreements means quantities and delivery dates, when we need and how much we need. Those are the part of our scheduling agreements. So in short, purchasing department is responsible for dealing with the vendors and responsible for procurement activities. So at the time of organization structure, you should understand your purchasing organization as well. How client is using purchasing organization. We have to understand their design as well. Coming to purchasing organization in SAP, we have these 5 scenarios. Purchasing organization could be plant specific or cross plant or cross company code, referencing purchasing organization, standard purchasing organization. We will understand one by one. Here I have one company code. This is company code 1. Under this I have plant 1. This is plant 2. This is company code 2. Under this we have plant 3 or plant 1 for this company code. Now coming to the first scenario, plant specific. Now we have one plant, we have another plant, we have this plant. We are talking about these plants only. If this plant is responsible for all procurement activities related to this plant, and this plant is responsible for procurement of all required quantities of this plant, then we need to create a purchasing organization at a plant specific level. Then we need to create purchasing organization at a plant level only, because they are procuring whatever they need, they are going to procure themselves. They are not dependent on other plants. Here also same scenario. Whatever the requirements of this plant, that is looking after by this plant only. So that means here we have one purchasing department, here we have another purchasing department. This purchasing department job is to taking care of requirements of this plant, and this purchasing department job is to look after all the requirements of this plant. So in that case, we should create a plant specific purchasing organization while designing organization hierarchy. This purchasing organization is mandatory. Without creating the purchasing organization, even we can't create purchase order in SAP. So hope you understand. Let us take one example here. While designing organization structure, I am assigning these codes. 1100 is one purchasing organization. 1102 is one purchasing organization. So this is the first scenario, plant specific. Now coming to second scenario, here cross plant. In cross plant, what will happen? Requirements of plant 1, requirements of plant 2 is looking after by only one purchasing organization that is created at this plant. In previous scenario, requirement of this plant will be fulfilled by this purchasing department only. Similarly, requirements of this one will be fulfilled by this plant 2 only. Coming to this scenario, we are going to have one purchasing organization. This purchasing organization or purchasing department will take care of requirements of both the plants. If your scenario is like that, you need to create only one purchasing organization. Third scenario, this is cross company code. See, here we have three plants: plant 1, plant 2 and plant 3. The requirements of three plants, requirement means material requirement. The material requirements of three plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. Even though this plant is under company code 2, will be taken care by only one plant. This is, if you have a scenario like this where one purchasing organization or one purchasing department taking care of all material requirements of three plants, then you need to create only one purchasing organization, that is going to be the cross company code. You can use the same in both. That depends on your requirements. Coming to another scenario, see, coming to reference purchasing organization, what will happen? This is also mandatory, creating plant specific or cross plant, whatever it may be, out of this one or this one or this one, that is mandatory. Apart from that, we are going to create one purchasing organization at a group level, that is called a reference purchasing organization. So why we need this purchasing organization? Because we are already creating this purchasing organization at plant level. Let us take, we are creating at a plant level. So why we need this one? Because at corporate group level also, they have one purchasing department. They are responsible for dealing with the international vendors, creating global contracts, global agreements, negotiating prices with the global vendors. So once they negotiate, they will create global contracts, global agreements. Whatever the contracts, whatever the agreements created by this reference purchasing organization at corporate group level, in turn those are going to be used by this plant specific purchasing organization. If you have a scenario for all local procurements, the procurement is taken care by plant specific purchasing organization. For all international, we are going to have a separate purchasing department. They are responsible for international procurements or dealing with the vendors, creating agreements. Then you need to create a reference purchasing organization as well as a purchasing organization at a plant level. Hope you understand. This is called a reference. This is called a local purchasing organization. We have another one here. This is a standard purchasing organization. Why we need standard? Standard purchasing organization. See, standard purchasing organization is required for creating automatic PO. During automatic PO creation, we need a standard purchasing organization. And for there are other business process like consignment. Here I mentioned all the theory. Also required for certain business process like pipeline, procurement and consignment. So that is the reason you need to create a standard purchasing organization. Hope you understand the purchasing organization concept. In SAP, we have plant specific, cross plant, cross company code, referencing purchasing organization, standard purchasing organization. So one plant equal to one purchasing organization. In cross plant, two plant equal to one purchasing organization. Cross company, two or more company codes using one purchasing organization. Reference, we understand this. This is central purchasing organization created at a corporate group level, responsible for negotiating and creation of global agreements. In turn, these agreements will be used by local purchasing organization created at plant. Standard, this is for automatic purchase order creation. We need a standard purchasing organization, also required for certain business process like pipeline and consignment. Now coming to purchasing group, see individuals or group of individuals responsible for creating purchase orders or contracts. Type here Amazon, go to this website, click here. See here you are going to find all these are categories: mobiles and computers, TV, appliance, electronics, men's fashion, women's fashion, home, kitchen, pets. So each one equal to one category. So for procurements of mobile and computer, one group is responsible. For procurement of TV, appliance, electronics, one group is responsible. For procurement of men's fashion, one group is responsible. It could be individual or group of individuals. That is mentioned here. Purchasing groups means individual or a group of individuals responsible for creating purchase orders or contracts. So how to create this purchase group means it's purely depends on your client. So you need to understand how they need, based on their requirements only we are going to create. This is one example I gave here like this. Here if you take this example, we need to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. So each group is responsible for each categories assigned to them. There is no duplication here. See, TV, appliance, electronics, you are not going to find this in other categories. Hope you understand purchasing groups. This is required at the time of creating purchase order. That is the reason we are discussing this one. Purchasing organization also required, purchasing group is also required.